Good morning, MagicCon fans. This is my final MagicCon Amsterdam update video. MagicCon Amsterdam is happening this weekend, June 28th through 30th in Amsterdam at the RAI Convention Center. There are 10 confirmed artists that are on the Magic Wizards of the Coast Reed Pop website that will be in the Art of Magic area. Those are still Elena Danner, Anna Steinbauer, Aurora Folney, Jason Rainville, Kieran Yanner, Leon Tucker, Magali Villanueva, Matias Colros, Milivaj Seran, and Ricardo Cavolo. Those have all been previously confirmed. I did a video, if you want to check my playlist, about MagicCons. And then via social media, Richard Keane Ferguson is also announced that he will be there. Mark Tadine has also said he'll be there, so I brought out the Time Twister playmat that was signed by Mark Tadine at the last MagicCon. He'll be there, and also the agent of Greg Staples and Niels Ham has confirmed that they will also be there signing, doing signatures only, taking cash in euro, no credit cards. Lastly, so if you go to MagicCon Amsterdam, it's sold out, so you can only go if you have previously purchased a badge, but you could get your cards signed by Elena Danner, like this Perilous Landscape from Magic Modern Horizons 3. Pyretic Rebirth is also a Modern Horizons 3. This is a foil by Richard Keane Ferguson, so you can get him to sign that if you go to MagicCon Amsterdam. Or you could have, a set of Mind Bombs signed by Mark Tadine. He won't do any alterations or sketches just due to the presenter's request that they want to keep the lines moving. So maybe this is a new way of how they're going to be operating at the MagicCons going forward. They don't want anyone, drawing any Soul Ring, Chaos Orb altars on these cards, taking up, 35 to 45 minutes and making 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50 people sometimes wait an extra hour just to get a stack of cards signed. So if you want to get these cards signed, you can go to MagicCons and do that. If you want to get any cards altered, like if you want to get these spring, summer, winter, fall themes on your cards, you'd have to go to the next MagicCon, which is Las Vegas, in October, and have the Black Lotus VIP badge and get into the hall an hour early and wait in line, and then have Mark alter, put a Chaos Orb altar on this card, or perhaps, extend the borders so it looks like this Mind Bomb is blowing out of the borders on this card. You could also have like a Juzam de Jin kind of crushing this Mind Bomb, or even the Time Twister art, you could have that, kind of like on this card as well. But you won't be able to do that at Amsterdam just because the lines are going to be so short. And last but not least, Becket is going to be at the MagicCon Amsterdam doing on-site grading. If you're a fan of Becket, you could bring your cards and have them grade them for you on site. So they are charging $150 per card for 1 to 5 cards and $125 per card for 6 or more cards. They're also doing what's called raw card review for $20 a card and graded card review for $25 a card. These are kind of not necessary. I recommend only submitting cards for grading that are possibly iconic. I wouldn't grade any of the newer cards really, even if they're expensive. I just wouldn't grade them. They'd also have to be absolutely pristine and not have any defects from the printing press or from the factory. So a lot of the new cards are just printed in mass quantities, and they get dinged and scuffed and scratched from the printing facility, shoved into packs, shipped across continents on barges in boxes, and get hauled around with forklifts. So they're subject to getting damaged just in the packaging. So you have to inspect the card if you're going to get it graded and make sure it's absolutely pristine condition. But then you could give it to Becket at the show. They will grade it. They have extra graders, I believe, at these events so that they can grade and slab the cards quickly and then get them back to you if you're paying $150 per card. If you don't want the card slabbed, you can just have them look at it and pay them $20, and they'll say, yeah, this is a raw card. It looks like it's going to be a mint 9. They'll put it in a plastic sleeve and with a label that says mint 9, and then you have the peace of mind that you think your raw card is mint. You can also do the graded card review, which I believe is if they were to grade it, they'll give it an actual grading grade. And so what that means is if you pay $25 to have this grade card reviewed, they'll tell you that this would be near mint to mint 8.5 plus maybe. And then, so if you were to submit that to them later on and pay the additional grading fee of $100, to get that card graded, and it doesn't hit that 8.5, then maybe they like give you some money back or don't grade it. But again, that's just like you're paying to grade the card twice, which seems unnecessary. They also have take-back services, which I believe are if you have a card that's already encapsulated and you want it to get reviewed and try to get bumped up to a higher grade, you pay to grade it one more time, but they'll take 10% off the second submission and try to get your card bumped up. I know a lot of people that try to do that. I also think that is a waste of money. Again, just inspect the card before you grade it. Make sure it's pristine 10 only. Don't send anything in unless it's like an alpha card that's been played and you want to make sure it's authentic. Those are the only cards I would grade below an 8 or a 9. Anything else just has to be pristine for me to be graded, to spend any money on grading. I don't think they'll be at Las Vegas MagicCon, but Mark Poole will be there. So just a quick preview of what I might bring to MagicCon Las Vegas. I will also make a MagicCon Las Vegas video as we get closer to the end of October. I'm gonna be collecting these snow-covered wastes from Mark Poole, these full art, full foil, not full art, but they're just full foil frames with no text in the text box. I kind of like that, so I have those signed by Mark Poole. I also picked up some retro frame snow-covered wastes. Those will be easy to get signed at MagicCon Las Vegas. Bountiful Landscape, some foil and non-foil cards, and also artists like Douglas Schuler has said he'll be at MagicCon Las Vegas, I believe. So I'm bringing some older vintage Magic cards, plus maybe this waterlogged teachings from Modern Horizons 3. I opened a couple of those pre-release packs on my channel. If you want to see what the new cards look like, I'm happy to see that some of the old vintage artists are being used to draw cards for Magic the Gathering in 2024, and I look forward to seeing them in Las Vegas at the MagicCon at the end of October. If you're going to be in Amsterdam, leave a comment below in this video. Let me know what you're going to get signed by these artists that are at MagicCon Amsterdam. Have a great time. Upload your videos if you get cards signed, like tell the world what you got signed, and any other updates. If you are there, let people know which artists are definitely at the convention and which artists maybe not at the trip, and help your friends out. Make some friends in line. Like, subscribe, follow my videos for more MagicCon content. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.